Welcome back to a new episode of the Heavy Breathing Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Moran. As always, bringing you the best little laughs you could have this week. Did that sound sus?
Little laughs?
Does little laughs sound sus? I don't think so, right?
Giggling?
Your cute little, get little giggles, cute little giggles. That don't sound like too much. Well, okay, so I gotta explain. For this guest, he came on when I used to film back in my room. Then why did that episode get kicked out?
I think because you broke your computer, or at least that's what you told me. Or something happened.
Oh yeah. So that one got messed up. Yeah, we lost that whole thing.
I was on the first episode that you had Valdo on.
Was that really?
Yeah, me and Valdo came on the same time.
I think Valdo had it out for you, bro, because we had you on that one episode at the studio, and then that one didn't get out because Valdo didn't like that episode. I'm suspect racism personally.
Valdo, I always knew it.
I always knew it. Then we had another episode where you were supposed to come on, and then that fell through.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to come on like a week or two ago.
But I'm here now, bitches.
Yeah, literally. And I think you just need your due. Yeah. You just need your due. And I felt bad. I really did. Because I felt like, is this like a race thing? You know, but it wasn't.
Was it out of malice? Did you?
Well, because I was just like, it's like how I've seen like every Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But like in like opening night. But it always happens, and it's just by coincidence, it's not on purpose, that I've not seen Black Panther opening night. And I don't know if it's like a race thing, but it's not. I don't know if it's the world making it a race thing. You know what I mean?
Is it racist that I'm not going to see Blue Beetle?
No, that's fair.
Okay.
That adds up for me.
All right.
Hey, does this sound racist that... out of all, I've seen all the Marvel movies opening night, except the only two that I just don't get that I've never seen opening night was Black Panther.
I think it's subtle racism.
But it wasn't like on purpose.
Okay, but why didn't you see it?
Or
first one, it was in high school. My parents grounded me because I did some dumb shit.
Right.
The second time, I don't know why I didn't go see it first night. Maybe I don't know what the reasoning was, but. Oh, I don't think I had someone to go with, and I wasn't going to the movies by myself.
I didn't see the second one first.
Mark goes all the time by himself.
Well,
yeah,
now I'm starting to like go by myself. Like I went to go see Mission Impossible by myself.
I hate going to movies by myself.
You can't?
I can't. I just feel awkward.
It's really not as bad as you think it is.
It is.
It's not.
It's
really
not. Once the
not.
lights go off, it's just like if you go to see it with someone else.
Every single other person in
I
there.
automatically feel like a fucking pedophile. Like,
Like, what are you going to see is the question.
yeah,
like,
just going
like,
to
I
Marvel
understand
movies
it.
by myself, just sitting
Like
there.
if you're going to go see the new Bubble Guppies movie, that's reasonable.
Everybody's all coupled up, hanging out. I'm just sitting.
Oh, I watch them. I watch them.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
It entirely depends on the movie. Like if you were to see Barbie by yourself, yes, it would look extremely
No,
terrible.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, it depends on the movie. If you're gonna see Mission Impossible,
Go see Barbie by yourself?
Yeah,
No, I
that's-
went with the group, but I'm not that bold.
Wearing pink.
Yeah, you're a little sus if you don't go see. If you're male and you go see Barbie by yourself, okay, I will agree with that. It is a little creepy. You have to.
It
Go
depends
with
on
a
the movie.
female. You have to go.
It depends
with a
on the
female.
movie entirely.
Yeah,
Depends
that's
on the
true.
person.
That's
How do you
true.
figure? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What if it's a movie connoisseur? Like he's just a lover of movies.
Like a film critic?
Yeah. there
Film
you go.
critic. I saw me and Rick. We saw John Wick a week before it came out because I won free tickets, and we went and I went with the people who do the critics. I was like, oh crap! I'm actually like,
So what, do you have like a notepad or you just like...
no. I just won free ticket.
It's like a pre-screening.
Yeah, it's a pre-screen.
okay.
Yeah, they do no trailers or nothing. They just jump right into the movie. But you couldn't take your phones in or nothing.
You just had to like...
Yeah, and
Oh,
how I
for
won the
real,
tickets,
just-
I got a text, and it said, "Hey, there's tickets here at AMC. Come through." And I got there. There's this dude in a suit and everything. I thought I was like, "Oh, I have to fight this dude for some tickets." But he gave
It's
me,
actually John Wick.
yeah, literally. He gave me a gold coin, a John Wick thing, and then tickets. And then that was that. I was like, "Oh, all right, cool."
Yeah, take a survey.
No, literally, it's
Nah,
like because
fuck
when I
that,
was
no,
in the
it's good.
theater,
No.
when I was in the theater, there was this dude. these dudes just stunk, smelled like ass, and they were like talking to me because I was like, so what? I asked them because I figured everyone. Huh?
Do you have a list?
No, he didn't.
Damn it.
Acne though,
I don't know.
a lot of it. Shorts. It was gross. And I asked him. I said, hey, I was like, so when you guys got here, how many tickets were left? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, when you guys came to come get the tickets, and they're like, we didn't do that. I won this through my comic book thing. And I was like, oh. I was like, I didn't know they do it like that. I don't know.
Comic book thing?
Yeah, like I guess like at comic book stores they do giveaways or something.
Yeah, I've seen that, but
for like move. I didn't know they did that. I always wondered
like
how
at the
people
back?
saw.
It's like a Scholastics thing. Like what is?
I don't Scholastics. No, I don't know what it is. It's like you just put your name into something.
Yeah, like a drawing or subscription.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I always wonder how people saw these movies, and that night I found out how.
Oh,
like I never figured that out. But okay, so I want to get into how long we've known each other.
I say
We've known each other for quite some time, honestly.
8 years now.
Fuck it. 8 years?
We're in high school. I met you in high school, so
8
we've been out of
years.
high school for about 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, let's not get deep in the high school, but I don't want to relive the glory years. Ever since I had this dude named Cole on, and he gave me shit about bringing up high school, and so I like try my hardest to never bring up high school again ever on this podcast.
Who was your
You
favorite
get that
teacher?
feeling of like you're peaked
You.
or something.
I know what you're trying to do, but I did have a favorite teacher. His name was Mr. Bolin.
Moving on. No.
Yeah. Until the allegations came out. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, but they did it. No, but
I'm sorry.
easy. No, but what was it? Yeah, I've just realized like how long we've been friends.
Yep.
Like I don't really talk to that many people anymore, and yet you still came around. Like you're still here. It's surprisingly like it. I still think we should still keep that band going.
What do you like? Keep hanging out?
No, like
I was like, did you plan on stopping?
Remember? No.
I'm desperate for friends.
Yeah, I need friends. I need them back now. No,
I'm here.
Remember, me and you started a band. Well, like a rap group, I guess. You know that?
What was it called?
Black and Brown Productions.
You have said this.
B&B?
Yes.
Yeah, B&B
Productions.
And then I realized B&B is actually a movie theater, but that was till later on.
I bet it doesn't stand for black and brown though.
No, it doesn't. It probably stands for like some white
Bad and
bullshit.
bougie.
It's Mickey's last name.
Bad bougie. No, we were good. Like he could make a good beat.
Lunchroom good. Like
Lunchroom good.
Like I wouldn't.
I don't know. There was one point where I got serious and started making lyrics for songs. Except I told him I was like, I was
doing
beats.
this for the bitches.
We never got bitches. I never scored one bitch doing that. They'd be like, "Oh, you guys are funny," and then just kind of walk off. We
You
never.
guys are fun.
I don't
cute.
know. Yeah, I don't know where he got this idea. Did you get bitches from it?
No.
I was about to say, I did it. I did. They're like, "Oh, you guys are funny." Other than that, that's about it.
Couple high fives.
Did you? I gotta ask. I hope this is not putting you on the spot, but did you ever like date anyone from our school?
No.
Good for you. Good for you. I was always wondered that. You were always such a mystery to me.
People were very messy in high school, so I was just like, nah.
Yeah, they were messy. If there's one thing about
Twitter was like cocaine to some of you guys.
oh, for sure. I've met a lot of people that I see now, and I'm like, and they're acting all nice and cool.
I was like,
And I'm like,
I've seen.
and I'm like,
on
you
social
guys
media.
are like little terrorists on Twitter, like back
Boy,
in the day.
I have
Now you
seen-
guys are moms and dads, and
That is crazy sometimes. Just knowing what you like. I know what you used to do. Now you're a mother. Oh God.
yeah, literally. Like, do you not see people like like growing up with and just seeing how they drastically changed over time? Because I feel like he's stayed the same for the most part, but
I've pretty
mean-
much been the same.
yeah, and I don't mean that as like anything
Yeah.
bad. Like, this is a compliment. You've stayed like good person.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I've seen people where it's like, oh my God, like they were nice and now they do like meth.
I'd like to hope that most people change in a good way, you know,
That's what I hope.
especially the ones that become parents. Mm-hmm. Like hopefully they're really good parents, you know. But I'm sure that there's some that's stuck in their ways and shitty parents. You
You know
know,
what I hate? I hate those people like after high school that just start gangbanging. I hate
They had nothing to do with it.
like
They played soccer all through high
nothing pisses
school.
me off more than watching people do that. It's like you used to be in theater. Like I watched
They
you
know
play
how
soccer.
they know the act. It's,
scene.
they're
I
just-
watched
yeah.
you play soccer.
Don't come around this block again. Scene.
it's stupid.
Used to watch you chase around a ball for 3 hours.
Yeah, no. You know what? And that's funny you say that because I have seen that, and I'm like, when did you become like a thug? Like that don't make no sense.
Like just
Like-
a fresh crip, just like soon as you graduate. What's up?
He's like, I graduated from high school. And I'm gonna graduate from the streets.
I graduated from the streets.
I gotta ask because you went to college,
Uh-huh.
and you told me a story, and I guess this kind of has a sense of like how people change, but like you told me a story about this person you were at a party or something, and then they lit up a spoon.
Oh, yeah, it was one of my teammates. He was like,
You went for football, right?
Yeah, I went for.
Yeah, what did you play?
I played
position?
I played offensive line.
Okay.
Played both offense and defensive line.
That's right. All right,
Yeah.
keep
I
going.
went to Wichita Friends University is in Wichita. At first, I thought they were lying when they gave me the scholarship because it's Friends University and it's spelled like Friends. I was
Yeah.
like,
when you told me you were going there, I was like, okay.
I thought they were lying to me. I was like, listen, you don't have to lie to me.
I was like, dude, if you're taking summer school to graduate,
Like, you want to go to
no.
like, hey, we got a scholarship for Friends University. I was like, okay, if you guys didn't get a scholarship, don't lie to me. But yeah, I saw one of my friends. He was
At Friends?
well, not friends, but like teammates. He was lighting up a spoon in the bathroom, like because we were getting ready to go to the mall.
This is pregame.
Yeah,
Pregame workout.
we were getting ready to go to the mall. And we were just hanging out. I just walk in the bathroom. He's like, I'm trying to get this motherfucker to light. I was like, what are you lighting? And then I just saw it like in the spoon. I'm just like, oh my God.
Dude,
Motherfuckers are real.
And I bet he was a monster on the field, wasn't he?
He was a linebacker.
yeah, that makes sense. Linebackers do meth.
Like he was like a short, stocky linebacker. And I was like, he could hit hard.
That's crazy. Could you imagine they're doing drug tests for your team, and they're thinking, I'm gonna find steroids instead. I find
like
heroin,
weed, steroids,
coke,
black tar heroin. Whoa.
yeah, like all that crap. Like they're like, oh damn, no wonder why they're vicious on the field. No, I couldn't even imagine. I could.
College was a wild time.
This is why I didn't go to college. I didn't want to see that shit.
That's why.
No,
That's-
fuck you.
You don't really see that.
Nah,
That was
kidding.
just like a special experience.
Best
I
I've had was like I was at a party at KU one time, and then just someone pulled crack out of their cocaine just out of their wallet. Like it was in their wallet. They opened it up and just started like scooping it out. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't think.
since becoming an adult, I've realized how comfortable people are with doing cocaine.
Dude, I was just kidding. That's funny you say that because I was just like saying like I feel like everyone who's at least anyone who's been having a cool life has seen someone do coke. Because I was literally at
Cool.
or
I know, cool.
or like I've seen it, been offered it, and I've never
never
tried
tried
it.
it?
Never tried it.
Pussy.
I didn't know
Never
people-
wanted to try it.
I didn't know people did cocaine until we were in high school. I didn't
You
know
know that
that.
was just movies.
Like I thought that was just like.
I thought it stopped in the 80s and then
thought
it
it
just moved to Colombia.
Yeah,
That
I
was
thought
it.
people didn't do that
Scarface.
anymore.
I used
No.
to truly believe it was hard to get, but anybody can get
No,
it.
it's literally it's like
Like
everywhere.
nothing.
No, it's literally it's like almost like like I would for a
Bottled
minute
water.
there. For a minute there, I'd almost see it like as much as I see people bring out weed.
It'll be the next dispensary.
Right?
I believe it. I
Like,
truly do believe it.
It's legal in Oregon,
Really?
along with mushrooms, heroin, everything.
Well,
Fucking
I
Oregon, man.
remember I went to this thing and this cop told us, he was like, honestly, he's like, I think they should just legalize every drug. He's like, because then there'd be less problems. He's like, there'd be less, what is it, that trafficking and all kinds of stuff like that. And he's like, people can just sell it and get it, and that's that. He's like, it'd be less crime.
Legal fentanyl.
I was like, I don't know how I'd feel about seeing everyone on
I
coke
don't know about all of
driving,
them, but
driving down the road, but going to 80 in a school zone.
Jesus.
But what was it? Like speaking of like coke, I was at the bar once and I was chilling, and I may have told the story before. And this girl was like, it was her, this little lesbian girl next to her, and they're chilling, and they keep going like this to me, and I'm like, what? I got something on my nose.
Something?
Yeah, I was like, I got something on my nose, and they're like, and I was just like, is it gone? Like, point where it's at, and they're like, and they're looking, and they're like, no, do you want to hit? I was like, oh, and I was like, no, I was like, no, I'm good, and she's like, all right, and she's like, so I know your dad, and I was like,
finna skip past.
I was like, what? And I was like, I hope you don't know my dad. Like, it threw me off so badly, bro. Like, seeing someone do it to you and then asking you a normal citizen question is not what should happen.
It's just
How's the
normal.
wife and kids?
Yeah, literally. You can't do a bump and then ask me, like, hey, what time are you on the mass tomorrow? You can't do shit like that. That throws you off. Like, have you seen something like that?
I've seen people like do it and be like we're talking about it, and he's just like, yeah, that's why I don't do hard drugs. I'll be like, motherfucker, that is hard drugs. What do you mean?
I'm sure there's people that do it in church.
Oh, I believe
I
it.
believe it.
I believe it. I mean, if Hunter Biden could do it in the White House,
Right.
best believe someone's done it in mass for sure. There's no way.
The priest. Yeah. Bow your heads.
All right,
Well, them priests, you'd be very surprised. Like, I remember I had a priest tell me, he's like, yeah, I got out of rehab like last year. He's like, I was doing all kinds of stuff. I was like, holy shit.
I've heard
Wasn't one
of
of
priests
our-
being heavy drinkers.
They can definitely be heavy. Well, I mean, what else do they get to do?
Right.
touch kids.
Oh, yeah. I mean, get a little sip here and then go get the touching. Nah, that's horrible. That's horrible. No, what was it? Yeah, my brother, he said when he used to serve, like when he was younger, he used to go, just when he was going in, he'd see the priest smoking outside and then taking like a sip out of like their flask. And
I believe
and then they'd be like,
that priest says.
go get ready.
I believe him.
What? That the priest did
Priest,
that?
everything he says.
Oh,
I catch him outside smoking. I'm like, yeah,
no.
that man knows the Lord for real.
Them priests. Them priests back. Them priests, they got some war stories. Why do you think they became a priest? I know a kid right now who's going to like try to be a priest. And this dude was like a party animal. Well, not party animal per se, but he did a lot of little weird, wild shit. And I'm like, this dude's becoming a priest? I was like, this dude's going to have a case in like 12 years. Like, ain't no way. I'm just calling it right now. I'm putting money on it. Is that fucked up, the bet on which priest is going to...
Oh no, I had a bet like in high school with our priest, like that whether he was gonna get fired or not.
Oh, that's right. I forget you guys had priests in
Yeah,
the
we
high
had-
school.
yeah.
You guys had to, yeah.
That's weird.
And they were like, the one we got, he was a dick. Like, if he walked into the classroom, you had to stand up and greet him.
Yeah.
Like, the whole class had to stop, stand up, greet him.
I didn't get that.
You
I
ain't
got,
Jesus.
I got very touch kids vibes from him.
Oh, for sure, because he'd come up to you, like say you're in lunch and you're eating, he'd come up to you, stand right behind you, and be like, "Hey, how's everyone doing?"
I got a story, man. I remember.
Did you get touched?
No,
My
I'm
face
black.
lit up. I'm sorry.
I'm black. We don't get touched. Now, like it was like when I used to leave. I used to be the last one to leave school because like my parents worked late and I didn't feel like taking a bus home. So sometimes I would just be waiting. And then sometimes I just see him walk around the school like a fucking shark. Just like he just be walking through the halls. And then one time I was just sitting by the door.
You're the bait.
He just walks up to me, just appears out of nowhere and just like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing, waiting on my ride. He's like, oh, I could take you home. I was like,
That's a crazy question.
Hey,
that's a crazy thing to say to a
just like,
student.
I'll pass. I was like, no, she's on her way. He's like, oh, all right. But just let me know.
Are you even allowed to say that to a student? I don't even think that's legal. Is that?
Yeah, you can ask someone
You can
if they
ask-
need
you
a
can-
ride. I mean,
It was just a hard pass.
it's just stranger danger.
I've been in the car with teachers before, but none of them ever given me a creep vibe. I mean, they usually take me out to eat and stuff, and then we talk and
So they
do our
get you.
thing. But they never given me a creep vibe. I was in a car once with a teacher that gave me a creep vibe. and they were taking
one?
us to the
Oh,
way.
wait, no, I can't ask
Yeah, we
that.
can't say names, but they were taking me to the field, and me and the dude, like as soon as we got in, he locked the doors quick,
Oh hell no.
and you can't just get in the car and lock doors quick on some people.
Safety,
Like,
man.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a little sus, and me and him were like, me and the other dude were like, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. And he took like a long way to get there too. And I was like, we're 2 blocks from our field. Like, why are we downtown right now? Like, this should not be happening.
We're going to McDonald's. Why are we in Oklahoma?
Yeah, literally. Like, why is there an Amber Alert for me? But I was so like, now that we're grown and we're out from all that BS we had to deal with, what is something you're starting to learn now that you're, I mean, we're like what, 23, 24? How do you know?
23.
23. Have you like been learning anything? Because I've been trying to like, TikTok can only give you so many life lessons.
I've learned more from TikTok than I've learned ever in school.
Do you consider that a real good lesson if you're learning stuff from like online? Like, you know how people share like lessons on Facebook and stuff like that?
It's all at your disposal now. We didn't have that growing up as much. We did have internet and stuff, but now
we had
it's just,
YouTube.
Yeah,
but now it's
but YouTube was more like, it didn't have a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah.
YouTube was just
how
like funny videos. And
yeah,
like,
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Let me clarify. What do you guys mean by lessons, or like what did you
like,
what exactly
you know
do
how
you
you
learn?
get on like TikTok and they have like motivational videos or like they have quotes for something. Like, do you not get that on your For You page?
No, I'm happy with my life.
Okay, maybe it's just me because I'm depressed. You gotten depressed now that you've gotten older?
Last night I was just scrolling on TikTok and I went down a rabbit hole of just like, I went down the rabbit hole of just like stuff about the government and I had to get off because I couldn't take it. Like, it was just a lot. Like, politics make me sad. I can't.
Because it's everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. Honestly, I'm getting to the point where I want to like take Twitter off. Like, I want to get off Twitter.
You mean X?
Or, yeah, X. Yeah, because I'll be watching all those nasty videos on there now.
Don't go to my phone.
Don't bite your lip like that, dude.
What?
I said don't bite your lip like
For You page is crazy. It's crazy. It's
Mine too. I'm sorry.
Do you have Twitter?
Guilty.
I don't. Well, I do, but I don't use it.
Oh, dude, that's where like the wildest shit's at.
Is it?
Sometimes it makes me want a Twitter when I'll see that link and it says, "Oh, you need a Twitter." I'm like, "Fuck, I don't have a Twitter. Maybe I should get a Twitter."
And Twitter, I'm not gonna lie, it has the wildest. It has like some little like those motivation stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't ever see it because my For You page is not that.
Oh, my For You page is fucking filthy. I'm sorry.
Ready to say that out loud right now? No,
My For You page.
no, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just not gonna explain it. It's bad. But like, you don't like see like, do you like get your life lessons offline or whatever? Because it's like, I feel like it's kind of dumb to like, I don't know if it's like corny or cheesy, like, because you know how you see people share stuff on Facebook or Instagram, something, and it's some like quote or some deep quote, and it's just
It depends on who's quoting it.
I guess it does have a big factor in it. I don't know. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm trying to like learn and try to teach myself new things now, and I feel like I need to like get off of social media to experience that stuff.
I
more.
would get off social media, but it's too funny. I can't, like, social media is very fun.
I also like
That's just
in my sense, it's like I want to go to a library to learn this shit. But I also don't like to read, so
You don't want to go to the library.
I really don't.
Why'd you throw that in there?
I know,
You're
but it's
lying.
like in my head I want to go, but then I'm like,
pages.
What are you gonna get out of the library?
knowledge. I met this guy one time. He's flown to every state in the country, been there, and I guess they did like some article on him, and I just happened to meet him one time when I was down at this park, and he's talking to me, and he's like, you don't have to go to college, you don't have to go to learn all this stuff. He's like, just go to the library, read a book. He's like, you'll learn what you learn there is what you'll learn in school. It's like, that's all you got to do in life.
Yep.
And I've thought about that ever since I met that old man. but I never went to the library.
That old man tried to touch you.
No, no.
He's a third floor.
But I could tell
Dewey
this.
Decimal System.
I could tell this dude had some stories though. Like he was cool and he was chill, and he was telling me like all these like history things about the city that I was like, I didn't know KC ran that deep. Like I didn't know it was like that.
Here's my problem with that philosophy. Is that people, you have to have the mind for that situation.
Are you saying I don't have the mind?
No, I'm just saying that the majority.
That was a hard yes.
I'm just saying the majority of people do not have that mindset that to go read a book. Like I have terrible time retaining knowledge just by reading it. Like
Same.
Reading is not going to do shit for me unless I have to do it.
Do you ever read a book and then like lose your concentration while you're reading? You think of something else.
Literally.
It's called ADHD.
Is that what that is?
Well,
Or like
the
AD.
extreme.
Something like it, yeah.
Because I have that. I have AD. So I like get sidetracked easily when I'm reading.
So like, what do you do though when you're reading and then
Like I'll
you,
read
like,
and then
forget?
I'll just be
You go back and read it.
I
again?
have to go read it again.
There's been times where I've had to read a page like
I
at
have
least
to do
3
that.
times.
Exactly. Got to read it a couple times to retain it because otherwise I
like that's why I sucked at studying.
Quiz notes was my big thing.
Quiz notes got me through everything.
Yeah.
But I'd be reading, like I do this now. I'll read and then my mind will be on something else as I'm reading.
Right. Like I'll
And
be
then-
reading, I'll be thinking like, what's on TV tonight?
It's like watching a movie when you zone out and then
Right.
you're like, what the fuck just happened in the movie or the show? That's literally what it's like for me reading.
Or one
sometimes.
better would be like when you're driving and you didn't remember the
Forget
last
that you're
2
driving.
Well, no, like you just forget the last 2 minutes of
I
driving.
do
like,
that
wait a
so
second.
much. I'm
Holy
like,
shit, I am behind the wheel.
yeah, I do that so much. It's kind of scary.
I think muscle memory keeps you good though.
Yeah.
I think so. I think your mind is there.
Cruise control.
Your mind's focused. But
Like if something were to come, you'd like. I feel like me
Snap
personally,
back.
I'd get to
Everybody,
it. But I've done it where I'm driving.
You didn't.
I know. Next time you'll be ready. Next time you'll be ready. We both kind of thought about it in our head, and yeah, sorry, bud. It didn't work out first time.
I got fucked.
Yeah. You got blindsided, dude. You're good.
Yeah.
Sorry. We had to bring up old wounds. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm
you
good,
joke
I'm good, I'm
about
good.
it all the time.
He hurts when it rains.
My ADD is kicking in. Can't concentrate. Okay. But yeah, like I don't know, like I'll drive. Like there's a lot of times when I'm just driving, and I'll be thinking of like somebody, and then I'll just completely like,
Thinking of her.
all right, take it easy, take it easy. Yes. I'll just zone
Do
out.
this anymore.
Yeah, I'll just drive. That's like the one time I was fucking with my friend.
Oh.
it was
The
our-
one time I was, but
it was with our friend Devin, and I had just got like, basically just kind of got hurt by this girl. This was back in the day, and I was just
Is it
joking with
who I
him.
was thinking of. I'm thinking.
I don't know, but let's just
Okay,
stop
we're
there.
not, okay.
And then I told him, I was like, you ever just like, I was like, you ever just hate life? And I was just fucking around,
just miss
swerving
her.
the car, and he's like, no, I actually kind of like it. He's like, I was just like, oh, okay. Like,
Me too.
yeah, me too, yeah. I couldn't do it.
You ever just feel like life isn't worth it?
Not to like get into like a weird subject, but I think about this like all the time. Like if I were to kill myself, not like I don't think about killing myself, but if you were, like, I don't think I could go through with it.
No, because I'm too much of a pussy.
Because I'm just like, there's so much stuff I want to do,
Right.
And I'm just like, I think I'm not depressed in a sense, not too depressed, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
If you think about killing yourself, what you should do is you should, plan it out. Like, no, for real. Like, think about in terms of life insurance, this and that.
Okay. Wait.
No, that I mean,
That
I get
for
what he's
your
saying.
family.
Though.
I mean,
I get
like,
what he's
there's-
saying though.
So I put the toaster
but
here.
if you kill yourself, you don't get the life insurance.
No,
No,
you
no.
can you
Stipulations.
can fake a car crash. You can accidentally.
Okay,
there's,
yeah.
I'm
You'd
just
have to
saying.
get real intricate with it, but you
I
can't.
have
do
done
it.
this possible. No, I'm just saying.
It's like I'm dead in 3 different states. So
He's like, I'm literally a ghost. Like,
Think about it like 5 years advance. Like, you know what? Write it out. You know, try and help your family because all you do is hurting them, putting them in a financial hole.
So do you guys
too.
do background checks?
Nah, it just.
You just admitted to something.
Do you ever think about the fact that, like, I would say 98% of people in the world that have that thought of suicide at some point, you know?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I feel like I've definitely had it before, but it always goes back to the thing of like, I don't feel the need to like, I don't feel like I won't. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I still have some more stuff here I need to do. Yeah. And then I'll be like, okay, once I finish.
Then I can come.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
No. Yeah. But no, I think everyone goes through it once. I feel like.
At least, yeah.
Because life is life. Life will humble you. Life will fucking God
sucks.
knows the year I've had. So, but I mean, I don't think I ever got to that point where I'm like,
yeah,
I'll never kill myself over some girl.
You better not. I'll bring you back to life and kill you again.
Yeah, literally. I would never do it over someone, like heartbreak. And I feel like that's like the number one thing a lot of people do or say they're going to do because of some heartbreak.
I've never been in a situation where I thought it was worth it. Like, to actually do that. I was like.
You never had a girl break your heart so much where you're just like, or guy, I don't know your preference, but
we're not doing.
You've never had anyone like that where you're like, I got to do it. I can't live with that.
I gotta do it. That's gotten real close.
No. It's never. Yeah, see?
I can't.
That's good.
What about you guys? You never been in that heartbreak? Mark?
Never over a girl.
I've been heartbroken, but I've never had the thought to, put harm on myself. Yeah. I mean, some people's minds just work that way.
I've thought to harm other people, but like,
okay, there you go. Now who needs the background check?
Somebody hurt her.
I don't know. I can never. It gives ick. Was that what girls say? It gives ick.
I would say to the people that do think about it, like, unless it's hard to say because some people don't have like family to think about, but like that's the biggest thing. Think about your family. How will it impact them?
That was my point. That was my whole thing.
That's what he was getting at. Yeah. And that's what I truly think too. It's just like,
but I'm not talking financially. I'm saying mentally.
From a business point, how do you see you killing yourself?
Like I always saw, like, did you set up your 401k? No, that's Mark.
Esai sees killing himself from a business point.
If I ever have that thought, like I feel like there would be a voice in my head like, pussy.
Yeah, literally. That's me though. Like I'd bully myself out of it. Like that's what I do, and I feel like that's kind of a good.
You a bitch if you kill yourself.
It's taking the way out, easy way out for sure.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know, but I'm not giving anyone shit. Whoever has done it, people reach, and it probably wasn't over that. People have reached their breaking points. I've personally known people who've done it.
Yeah, me too.
But it's just like,
well, they can't be mad anymore. They're dead. So what do you got to worry about? What would be your choice of suicide? Then?
Oh God, should we go down this path?
I mean,
why not? Let's get a little interesting. Me and him used to have these conversations all the time.
I think sleeping pills is the best way.
Sleeping pills?
Painless, easy.
That is the way to go. Because
I want to give people a good laugh on the way out. I'm going toaster in the tub.
Some real cartoon.
Wait, are you naked though? Right. Are you naked though? Are you naked though?
No.
Of course.
I'm wearing a Spider-Man suit.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. If I were to find you with the in your Spider-Man suit and there's a toaster in there, I would honestly think, oh, this had to be an accident. Like he was filming something. Like this had to be an accident.
I'm gonna give you one last.
I wouldn't with me knowing you, my mind wouldn't even think, oh, he did this on purpose. My mind would be, this is an accident. Like he was filming something. Like there's no way.
Well, what is it like? Some people accidentally kill themselves from like choking, but it's like auto asphyxiation. I mean,
where they
yeah. Jesus Christ!
Like all the accidental deaths do this.
We're going
like
to
sex.
dark places now.
You came and went at the same time.
I mean, that's kind of a way to go. That's a good one.
I like that. Like you hang yourself naked on your post-it note said, "I hung myself twice," or "I'm hung twice."
But that's got to be a sight to see. Like you find someone strangled there.
No, it's not a sight to see.
No, not a sight. Like I didn't mean in a sight.
You
to
got
see.
an imagination.
But that's gotta be like
that's
gotta be like really fucked up to see to find someone.
Like you really gotta want to get off.
No, it'd be fucked if it was
But
someone
like,
you
do
know.
they stay hard?
No, I
Or the
doubt
dick
it.
in hand?
But
Depends on how
if
quickly
it's
you find
someone
them.
you know,
Eh,
that'd be
rigor mortis is a
very
crazy
weird.
thing.
I mean,
Because finding someone I didn't know, like say like I was freaking walking through a Target and you just look on one of the racks and some guys just
aisle 6 really just picked up the
Hey,
pace.
like I'm gonna be like freaked out a little bit, but I'm walking away, not really paying much mind. I'll go tell somebody, obviously, but like if it's someone I know, I'm gonna look at them differently for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you guys kink shame?
Huh?
Do you guys kink shame?
Of course,
Depends.
it just depends. Yeah,
What are you getting at here?
Because we're
What's a
talking
kink?
about
What's a kink? What's a kink? Is there a kink you do? Is there a kink you like?
I
that
feel like you
think a
wouldn't
lot-
have brought it up otherwise.
Yeah.
no. I was,
Are we hitting one of your kinks right now?
no.
Is there a kink? Okay. I got you. Is there a kink that you think is kind of like all right, but you don't know if other people would agree with you on the kink? You know what I mean? Like, is there a kink you feel ashamed of? I guess.
There's one. I could see it in your eyes.
I'm trying to.
Is there that many?
I'm not saying I'd probably ever do it, but a lot of people enjoy getting pegged. Like I think a lot of people don't.
Wait a second.
Yeah, no. I said I never do it, but apparently a lot of people like that shit.
Now, apparently,
What is going on?
is apparently a lot of these people who maybe
podcast,
watch
huh?
these peg videos, possibly you.
You mean you got to try everything at least once, right, Jake?
Oh, so you've tried.
No, at least watching it. You got to figure out, man.
You start move. So like, what? I've never seen peg videos, but
What's it
unless
like?
they got sent to me because someone sent like a dumbass video. You know how people send
Right.
videos,
Trying.
something like that. Actually, yes, I have done. Yes.
Oh god.
Do you? Well, someone sent it to me.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Hey Blake, you haven't watched it, right?
No.
Yeah, me neither. All right, it's two out of 2.
That-
2 out of 4.
does that make us gay?
Yeah.
But if mine was on accident,
You still watched it, didn't you?
well, I was confused.
How long were you confused for, Jake?
The whole video. No, okay, hold on.
Him like 5 minutes. Oh fuck! I can't-
No, wait, hold on.
What am I watching?
Hey, you're
What am I
not.
watching?
Hey, you're not off the stand
Oh,
yet.
shit.
What's the kink, buddy?
Certain types of pain, like
No, go on.
Joke.
Keep going. I won't. You know what? This is a judgment-free zone. Judgment-free zone. I'm not judging.
I judge the fuck.
I'll tell you one of my kinks. Go ahead.
Oh.
That I haven't done. That I don't plan on doing. So you said pain.
I'm
yeah,
worried. You're
like
taking
scratching and
You said what?
like scratching or like stuff
the
like
normal
that.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
normal biting,
Yeah,
scratching,
like that.
licking. Well, licking don't hurt.
A girl,
Choking? Do you choke?
A girl choked me one time. I did not like that.
Yeah.
She put her like forearm to
You
my
know-
throat. I was like, oh, fuck.
You know what I don't like? I don't like my ear getting bit. I don't like it. It tickles. And I giggle.
You
And then I look like
vomit?
yeah. I've had a girl bite my ear. I'm like, and then they're like, what? And I'm like,
Dog.
over there.
God.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like
bitch
being
for
on
3
this
seconds.
episode.
Issa, you don't have a kink?
I mean, no, not really.
So you're just a plain dude. You just open the Bible, have sex,
But
and then go
no,
home.
it's not so much being plain, but there's nothing like freaking erotic.
Okay, like if you go on Pornhub, you don't be like, oh, midget porn.
No.
Been there.
We had one podcast where we actually asked people like their favorite position, and one of the guys, a drunk white guy, he's like the one where you got her from behind and you got your foot on the back of her head.
Yeah, we were at a bar. And that was the response.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's amazing. I've never heard of that one. I like the Dirty Raccoon. You ever heard of that one?
No.
It's where you're banging a girl from behind, and then you hit her in the back of the head, and you run out the back door, knocking over the trash cans and shit. That's a fun one. That one I've always liked hearing about. Now, my kink, a kink.
You guys need to
I don't
grow
really,
up.
I don't know if I really like.
I said you need to grow up.
I don't really like shit being done to me. You know what I mean?
You know, I know that's a false statement you just said. He said you need to grow up. First of all, I think growing
This
up
is
is part
growing.
of finding new kinks because you're eventually going to have to
Like
change.
I know a guy who told me he says he likes to put cock rings on.
I mean,
I've never personally used
I've
one,
never
but I heard it's more
I'm gonna be
pleasurable.
open. I've used one.
Is it pleasurable? Like what does it do? I've never used
It's meant to last long. I hope you last long.
Yeah.
right?
I don't-
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See,
That is right.
So
Right.
I don't know
right.
if it's a kink other than a tool. You know, like
Because
using
at first
toys.
I thought it was gonna hurt.
So really,
Because it's like you have to put
No,
it
you just
under
put-
your balls.
yeah, like
Yeah, I doubt that. No, I wouldn't have thought that would hurt.
you put it under
I
your
don't-
balls, too.
Like,
Yeah,
I,
It's,
like-
it's basic. Oh, it's almost like a plug. Not like a plug, but like yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah.
it's like zip tying your balls too.
so the,
That's crazy.
I mean, I remember this dude told me he did it, and my brother was like, "Oh, you're weird, dude." And then he was like, "How?" He's like, "I'm doing it with a girl." He's like, it's not
anything
weird
you do with a
about
girl
it.
is not weird.
Okay, so like toys, then you don't find like, is there a certain toy you won't do?
Anything going inside of me, that's
Yeah, that's fair. What about you?
Toys?
Yeah.
Do I have a cock ring? I've never used it. I
Wait,
have it.
you
Just-
got one? Like,
Yeah,
Just
no.
chilling?
A girl gave it to me. Yeah.
the one I have vibrates.
Yeah, no. A girl bought me that same kind too. I've yet to use it, but
You guys are cock
You're
ring
missing
bros.
out. You're missing out.
You guys are ringling bros.
I get.
What do you just
Three
have it
more.
sitting there next to your bed?
It sits in like my sock drawer, just like under my socks, because I'm a little ashamed.
Why? It's your house. Just leave it out.
I know, but I don't want to just accidentally. Well, I don't know.
the dog might get it and
Dog. You hear the dog
be a
chewing
whole
on a
thing
buzzer.
goes,
Yeah, I don't.
Red Rocket.
I don't know if I can play with toys. Although I remember that bondage kit I brought that one
What about the
episode.
Legos?
Oh yeah.
What about the Legos?
I built a Lego pussy, bro.
Did
He said they have those.
Did you?
No, you
did
build them.
You build them.
Is it functional?
Works for me. You think stepping on a Lego's bad? Wait till you.
Just putting your cock in.
Yeah, wait till you fuck one. This shit hurts. It's painful. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay. Well, I'm glad you brought up the kink stuff. How you gonna bring the kink stuff up and then get scared when we put you on the spot?
Because I don't.
Would you ever get whipped?
Whoa.
Is that on the line?
You know
That's
what?
on the line for sure.
Okay. Wait.
Like
line
whip,
of
like a
what?
whip. Just like a sex whip.
I mean,
Nothing racial.
I went racial right away.
That's you guys then, because me and him know what we're talking about.
No,
I thought you guys like that on the line of pegging. I was like,
No. But to me, Blake, I always think ancestrally.
oh,
So like, would my great grandparents
I feel you.
think this is okay?
right,
You know?
right.
So that's when he said that, I was like, whoa.
It couldn't be a white woman. That's
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
fair.
Yeah.
Mexican,
Huh?
Mexican,
But shut.
Asian.
I just want a disclaimer before I do have a girlfriend.
Okay, I know, but I'm just saying.
I just want to.
Okay, would you let your girlfriend whip you?
Yes.
I should put a ball gag in her mouth. I put one in my mouth before. Never like for sex, but I tried one on. I did it on an episode.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
Ball gag?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I drooled a lot. If I'm being honest, like I drooled.
I think that's meant for the girl.
Well, from Mark's pagan videos, he'd say otherwise. And
I think
there
it's for who's ever receiving the punishment. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Who's ever the submissive and who's the
But what do
dominatrix.
you guys think about that? Because like my opinion, the guy should never be the submissive.
Dude,
Yeah.
you can't help that. Some people's just sexual preference is just keen to that. You can't.
I mean,
you
yeah,
can't.
no, no,
you're
I-
just-
okay.
Do you like
you're
a girl
thinking-
that takes control? Do you like
I
a girl that
understand.
takes control?
No.
You don't. You just want to be control. Man, you are a control freak.
It's not
Fuck.
even a control freak. No. But it's like, I don't know. There's a fine balance, and if the woman is the aggressor, the guy's the bitch, in my opinion.
That's true.
Okay. What do you mean by like she's dominant? Like, what do you mean?
And are we talking like the 50 Shades of Grey
like
type shit?
So we could go there if you want.
Well, because when you think submissive and dominatrix, that's what I think at least.
Okay, if a
I
girl.
mean, a dominatrix is literally someone who. Does
Okay,
that
if a
kind of
girl
shit, so
handcuffs
she's-
you. If a girl handcuffs you.
I never
that's
allow it.
not.
I would.
not
I
really that
couldn't
bad.
allow
I don't
that
allow
shit. I
That'd be
would.
scary. I'd be too afraid. Like either I'd have to be dating that girl, but otherwise, like
I couldn't even be
like,
dating.
no, this is not random hookup.
no.
Yeah, no, the trust has to be there.
yeah, like you have.
Now,
to
would
be
you care if it was a random hookup and she was a little bit more aggressive with you? Like, would you? I mean, it's a random hookup. You're never gonna see this girl again. Would you care then?
Yeah,
I feel like it
it's
only
not even
matters
about
if it's
seeing
someone-
him, It's about my pride. I feel like.
Sometimes. yeah.
I've said this before. Like I don't know how people do pegging because I would feel like a bitch afterwards.
Yeah.
I could do nothing with my butt.
Like I could. Crazy
That's
sin.
like a nightmare scenario.
By the way, Joe, I'm sorry about this episode in your place. This is not a.
Oh yeah, that's our first episode here. It happens. Listen, I don't know. I couldn't do anything with my butt. It's just so yeah. I guess I couldn't be submissive.
Here's my thing when it comes to pride. Like when you're in your early 20s and you're just horny for anything, like I don't think you're gonna care in the moment. You're like,
Okay,
all right, this
wait,
girl
wait.
wants to smash, so
But
I'm gonna
there-
go for it.
There's differences because like there are some people in the early 20s who are just like ready to go for anything that comes their way. But then there's some people
I think there's
who
more
still
girls who
have-
do that. Girls are open to anything in
Like,
their early 20s.
they still
It's like almost
have-
every girl I know is bisexual, basically. So I mean, I think more when he says that it's more girls, it really is more girls because they're usually
Yeah.
up for more shit. Although I have had a co-host that was into doing a lot of shit.
Hey, that man was wild.
That man knew how to get down. I'll give him that.
I really hate to admit it, but I hate how many guys I know that like have had a kid and then just don't fuck with the kid. Like, I hate that.
Well, okay, but what does that say about you, Mark?
What do you
If I have a kid, I'm gonna be there for that kid. Like I know a lot of people that have had kids and then they don't even like pay child support or want anything to do with the kid, and I just feel so bad. I mean,
that happens a
fuck.
lot more often than you
It
think.
does. I don't really personally know anyone. Everyone I'm around that's a dude who's had a kid, they're pretty solid and they stick with it. I would assume you'd stick
Yeah.
with your kids. See, all my friends stick with their kids. Now, have you ever been so like? I mean, you're dating. How long you been dating her?
I'm gonna say it's been 3 years now.
Time for a kid.
Congrats.
In it for a long.
Now has the baby talk been brought up?
No.
Oh,
So
When
yeah,
is
you
it?
guys are kind of both on the same page of
I
like,
mean, come on, you're both
We're
23,
both
right?
kind of like 50-50 on the whole kid conversation.
like right now at least.
Right
kinda.
now, we're kind of like, no. Like right now, it's kind of like, nah, we're not ready for a kid, but
What's the reasoning?
we're both not like financially
Stable,
ready
yeah.
for a
Nah, that's
kid.
smart.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
blame you.
I don't hear that bullshit. People are like, oh, I don't want to bring a child into this world right now. Right now, there's never going to be a good time.
Yeah,
no,
literally.
that's true.
Like
I just
even
want to be like financially stable.
with all the wars going on, bitch. There were wars when we were born. Bitch, there were wars when our parents were born. Like,
Born during the war.
yeah, literally. It's like there's really no. I mean,
no perfect time to bring.
no. Like I had a girl ask me. She's like, hey, if we were ever to have a kid, do you think we'd abort it? I'm like,
That's
I was like,
wild
oh.
question.
I was like, who the fuck asked? And it was like, you know how girls just ask random questions.
Yeah.
She just pulled that shit up with me while we're driving. I was like, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be a good dad. I was like, I'll stick around. So I mean, you don't have to do that. She's like, yeah, I think you would be a good father. She's
But
like,
I'm just
and then she
saying.
goes, she's like, I keep it with you, and I was like, thanks. I was like, I appreciate that.
That's the biggest red flag right there.
Is it? Is
You
that
don't
a
know-
red
I wouldn't
flag?
know how to
Dude,
take
because
that.
she's just implying that if she got pregnant by someone else, she'd abort it. She wanted to be a floozy. That's what that
Yeah,
tells me.
yeah.
But she'd keep yours.
Yeah, but
That's
with you,
That
I'd
is
keep
true.
yours.
yeah,
That is true. I didn't think about it that way.
you know, I feel like
See, when I mess with girls, I just fall in love quick.
I know. I feel like vagina blinds you.
I'm just
You got cataracts in your eyes after it.
don't answer anything. He knows my past. But
Oh, God.
what do you think? You think I've been real quick? Well, a few minutes left. Do you think I've gotten better when it comes to relationships?
I mean, from your past,
I mean, you're one of my close friends.
I would say yes.
I'm more smart about it. Maybe.
Yeah, you're more smart about it. But sometimes you fuck yourself out of situations.
Yeah, that's how
That's
do you,
true.
Eastside thinks he knows everything about me,
No, I do.
but he might.
Sometimes they just end in a wreck, you know?
you.
Like sometimes I've seen you fuck yourself out of situations.
Oh, I'm notable for fumbling bags. That I can agree with. That I 100% agree with.
Jake, me too. I think it's a Sagittarius thing.
No, we're not doing this. I'm not doing signs right now.
Well, I'm just saying I feel you because I'm the same way.
Just you fumble a good bag.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know if they're good bags though.
With you, Mark, that only applies to women though.
I'm talking about women.
Jake be fumbling bags outside of women too, I think.
What else could I be fumbling?
I think you fumble bags.
Bitch, I work with you. Bitch, I work with you. You've been fumbling some of my shit. My fumble is sometimes with you. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
You said it was a bad.
What do you think? What do you think I fumble?
Nah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be your therapist.
No. This is no. Come on, it's good.
Okay.
Did I just open something?
You
I'm
want me
sorry.
to be real? I feel like you fumble relationships, friendships, bonds.
You know, and I've been thinking about that myself. But what do you think? I'm always been there. I mean, you've seen me go through friends, and you've seen me be with friends.
I've seen you get rid of friends for good reasons, but like relationship wise, I've seen you like be very hesitant in situations where you don't have to be. Like I've seen a girl like honestly like you, and you've honest, and you just back up.
Who?
Like
Just throw a name out there.
Say her name and we'll blurt it out.
I don't like some of these girls. I don't know their name. I honestly
okay.
don't.
That's fair.
Like I've only met them like 3 times at least.
How many years ago?
I want to say.
I'm trying to think what girl this was.
Probably
Has it been
2.
multiple girls or just one?
You player.
I wouldn't say like a good 2 of them. It was.
I don't know.
I was like,
what am I doing? You're fucking up.
and I was just like, what are you doing? And then there was one, the one that you stayed and you shouldn't have.
Yeah. Well, that is.
You stayed for a very long time, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, but they kind of know about that one.
Oh, all right.
But we don't speak of that. We don't speak of that no more. They're doing good. They're doing very good with me not in their life. Hey, so you think I fumble friendships?
I think
Because I've been trying to keep our friendship alive, but you're the one who's been fumbling
I've
it.
known you for all of
About a year. We're going on a year.
all of 11, 12.
We're going on a year, babe.
12 years I've known of you and your family, and I've known you personally for the last going on a year, and
Celebrate our
there's
anniversary.
what do you call those repetitive things? What do you call them?
Oh.
Competitive traits?
No, but like I don't know the word. You do it over and over again.
Yeah,
and
I
I
know
feel
what
like
you're talking
you
about.
you dig yourself a deep hole sometimes, and you get in your own head when it comes to certain things. Causes you to get dramatic about something, and
There's that word.
and I feel like you end up digging yourself a deeper hole in the situations.
I think what it is, I feel like it's anxiety. Because you know me. You know how my mind runs and anxiety, and I question everything.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's what it is.
I question
you're unsure
everything.
about.
I think it's
stuff.
more of just used to like, I've been around I think a lot of the relationships I've had with people, they're never really, sometimes a lot of them just aren't, aren't stable enough to where I'm just like, because some stuff I'm right about. Like I see stuff coming and I'm like, maybe I'm just in my head, and then it's usually right. And that's why
So start trusting your gut more.
Or maybe you don't be on defense as much.
Yeah, but also I feel like I'm on. Like my brother said something to me the other day. He said, I see you fucking hang out with all these people all the time, and you're always like, oh, that's my boy, that's my boy. Like you're friends with fucking everyone. You need to stop being friends with everyone.
That's true.
And I'm like, I'm not friends with everyone.
Ask me how
I'm
many
just
friends I
cool. I'm just cool. Yeah, but you're a loser, dude. You're a dork. You're a dork.
Why do you say it like
I mean, he
That's
is,
how many
bro.
friends I got.
He's a loser. He's a dork.
The darkness is my friend.
But your brother's right, because you do got to keep your circle like super small, and your circle is pretty fucking giant.
But like, there's a lot of, I don't even know.
To me, it's weird that on any given day you have 12 people that you would hit up to hang out.
Damn, I wish I had that many friends.
Well, I'm just like, it's just people I know I could just, I'm not saying I'm like crazy close friends, but like some people are just acquaintances. Like I may have like, I can't say the word. I may have a lot of like we hung around a lot of people, but how many of them did I really like? Was I close and cool with? You know what I mean? Like we just hung out with them, but I never got like deep with them.
I feel like outside of Rick and me, and
Like Fernando and
Valdo, it was probably like five
yeah.
people.
Well, then fuck. Then I start thinking about
Like
it.
if I-
Maybe I am too open up with many people.
Like if I
Maybe
had
this
to
is
count
open.
my friends. It's pretty much you and like 2 other people.
Loser.
No, you
Get
should-
friend. No, I'm
You
kidding.
should be able to just count on
that
one
is
hand.
good though.
One hand. That's all you need.
No, because I'm trying to like weave out. Like, okay, I really have been like looking at myself more because I'm really not trying to be that dude you've known for years that was kind of like fucking up and doing a lot, putting himself in shit situations. You know, I'm not trying to be that thing anymore, and I have been working on it. But it's also like I have dug myself into a hole.
You're really sensitive too.
Bro, again with the sensitive shit. I don't like it. I'm not sensitive. Hey, come back. I'm not sensitive. Fuck, get back on the mic. I'm not sensitive. Do I look sensitive to you?
Yeah.
How do you figure?
I think the audience will see for themselves.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just
Emotional,
joking. He's
irrationality.
I'm sorry we're not all autistic like you and have no emotions.
Yeah, no.
Fuck. Esau's like, hey guys,
Yeah.
you guys are cocks.
I think my lack of emotion though helps me realize other people's over emotions. You know, does that make sense?
it's hard to see you get excited.
Yeah, and not much would excite me.
Yeah.
Yeah, been there, done that type thing. You know.
You know what? I was gonna say something, but you're gonna cut it out anyway, so I'm not gonna say
cut
it.
out a lot of from this.
So I'm just not gonna say it. But when you came to lack of emotions, like, does anything like make you happy?
Yeah, my wife, my kid, my family.
My bag.
Nah, honestly, money I started to see that's like it comes and goes so much. It's not even really important. Except you got to make it to live, obviously. But
Obviously.
like, I don't put that money doesn't make me happy.
Well, you, Mark, what would you say?
I'm sorry, I kind of wasn't listening.
Honestly, where are we at in time?
Yeah, we gotta wrap.
Mark's pissing me the fuck off already. This fucking episode. Jeez Louise. All right, Blake. Well, thanks. We finally got your episode on. I'm happy. I'm excited. I finally feel like there's a fucking weight off my shoulder now. Because I feel like I've owed you an episode. I'm just fucking with you, buddy. You know I missed you.
that was aggressive.
It's not a great. Well, now you're getting sensitive. Leave him alone. He's fine.
his hand.
I'm so no. I'm glad you're on. Thank you for listening to my little therapy session as well. And I'm glad we found out kinks we all like.
All right, guys. I think we worked through a lot of things.
I think we really did.
I think we have some stuff to get through though.
There is more stuff. I think next episode I should probably bring on Danny so I can get the real therapy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Danny's the one. Danny's the one. We need Danny on. And I think that's where my real therapy session. We had that one with Valdo. I don't know if you saw. People thought me and him were dating.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Danny's where my therapy really needs to come. She'll get it out of me, and then she'll probably agree with Esai and them. But I feel like I need this to help the show.
people agree with me.
You really are like really
Autistic, I know.
not autistic. You're just really like
Arrogant.
arrogant. Yeah, you're really arrogant. Don't get sensitive.
Comes
about it.
across that way.
See, he's it's arrogant.
Uh-huh.
You know, people don't understand me because I'm just different. That's the kind of vibe you give. You'll know. You're like, I bet you're a J. Cole fan,
I love J. Cole.
and that makes sense. And there we go. And we'll end it there. Thank you. Thank you for watching another episode of the Heavy Breathing Podcast. As always, adios, bitches.